Have you got that Friday feeling? Well, if not, you will today on Walking the Candy Aisle. Welcome, everyone. I'm Jeff, and we are looking at Cadbury's Crunchie Bar. Yes, the Crunchie Bar. This is a fascinating chocolate bar. I live in Canada. I grew up in Canada, and this bar has always been available in Canada, as far as I know. And I sort of assumed, I don't know, I just sort of put it in with the rest of the Canadian bars, but it's a UK chocolate bar, and it's actually possibly even better known in the UK. It's been around since I think it was the 30s. It was originally created by J.S. Fry's and Sons chocolate company, which was purchased by Cadbury back in, what was it, in 1910, 1915? Don't quote me on that. But it is a UK, originated chocolate bar. It is milk chocolate covering sponge toffee, a honeycomb sponged toffee. Honeycomb in structure, in shape, and the toffee has a real sweetness to it. It sort of alludes to honey, especially with the honeycomb and the way the packaging is gold and things like that. But as far as I can tell, it doesn't have any actual honey or actual honey specific connection to it other than the sort of marketing illusions. It's called crunchy because it is very crunchy, however. This has always been one of my favorites, like I said, but just even doing the minimal research that I do on this, people, I was fascinated. While I said that this has been a bar that's been available in Canada for as long as I've lived here, this is actually the UK edition of the bar, which it's hard to see with the glare on this packaging, but that's why I started this off here. Get that Friday feeling with Crunchie. That is the British advertising slogan for Crunchie currently. I don't even know what the advertising slogan on the Canadian or American version of this bar is. This bar is available in America, in select places if you can find it. But they do produce it, although I'll say I can't think that I've ever actually seen it there. Anyway, it's really interesting. It's been available in a couple different varieties. Notably, in South Africa, they had a version that was coated in white chocolate, which I would love to try. And I bring up the advertising because I was just watching on YouTube. There was this great commercial called the Crunchie Train Robbery. Do you people know that? Are there any Australians watching this or New Zealanders, Kiwis out there? There's this crazy commercial for Crunchie that was produced in the 70s by a New Zealand advertising company, and it ran on Australian and New Zealand television from the late 70s almost through 2000, I believe. So 20 years on the air, a single commercial for the Crunchie Bar, and it's a really neat commercial. I'm going to put a link here so you guys can check it out on YouTube. It's cool just to see any advertising that's like so iconic and so well known. And I think that if you are from New Zealand or Australia, you would definitely know the train robbery advert. But this is a UK brand. This is a UK product that we're talking about, the UK version of it. There's no difference, people. But, I just bring it up because I do appreciate some good advertising. Here is the bar itself. As you can see, it is a good-looking chocolate bar. Not oversized by any means, although it has come in a number of different sizes over the years. And some of the other varieties have infused the chocolate with things like orange or mint flavoring. This is just standard milk chocolate, and as far as I know, at least in Canada, this only comes in this standard milk chocolate, although they do have snack cakes and ice cream, at least in Canada, with crunchy toffee bits in them. Anyway, smells good. I'm going to have a bite and let you know what we're dealing with here. Can you see that? Now that is just totally unique. Okay, wait. Sorry, strike that. In Australia, this has became so popular that Nestle actually produced a knockoff version of it called the Violet Crumble, which I believe is also reportedly pretty good. I have not had it, but they make a similar bar to this. Other than that, though, as far as I can tell, there is no other chocolate bar on the market anywhere that's really like this. If there is, please let me know in the comments below because I'm interested to try it. This has a great taste to it, a great crunch, a great sweet. I mean, it tastes in the same sugar way that honey is flavored. It has that kind of a sweetness to it. You see those little holes there? That texturing legitimately translates into the bite. That's what gives it that crunch down. As those little bubbles sort of collapse in your mouth. It's got a crispness to it. The chocolate's really good. I mean, it's Cadbury, you know. They make good chocolate. And that crunch, I mean, it's an apt name because this really is a pretty crunchy bar. The one downside to it is that it is, because it's toffee inside, it can sort of collect and get stuck in your teeth a little bit. It doesn't look like toffee. It doesn't initially react like toffee when you're first biting it, but after maybe 4 or 5 chews, that little bits that are left can sort of collect and sort of become much more toffee-like, more traditional toffee. That said, it's well worth the investment and the little bit of trouble you're going to have with sticking in your mouth, because this is a fantastic chocolate bar, people. If you have not had the Cadbury Crunchie, you have to. You just have to. It's one of the best bars out there. I highly recommend it. I love it. So I have that Friday feeling. Absolutely. I'm going to heartily recommend the Crunchie bar. Go try it, people. Walking the candy aisle is going to give Cadbury's Crunchie a full 5 out of 5. It's great. If you like this review and you want more, please click the links that you see on the screen now. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, all that good stuff. Thanks for joining me, everyone. I'm going to throw this into my UK video series, even though it's kind of available all over the world. Please stick with me for much more. We've got so much more fun stuff coming up. Thanks, everyone, and I'll talk to you next time. Later.